first off, Kevin, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
That was very...
Yeah.
It's a great party. You had
It
South
is,
by
it is,
Southwest.
it is,
You
yeah.
didn't know we were going to do that.
Yeah. No, we threw this whole party for my birthday.
Like a whole 9-day event.
It was an afterthought.
Also, congrats on finishing the sound design, 2 days ago?
Yeah. That's actually a pretty common occurrence. If you talk to filmmakers, it's like you're always going to the last minute. Our previous film, Starry Eyes, you were running to FedEx, right, before midnight to get the DCP set here off by the deadline, like within minutes. So it's just making movies, man. I mean, you go until you can't go anymore.
Sound design was great, by the way, and I definitely freaked out more.
So it was worth the time.
It was definitely worth the time. Absolutely. This film, this is Pet Sematary. It's considered to be like the Stephen King, one of the Stephen King books, and it's been done obviously before. What did you guys feel was your approach that made it feel like it was your take that you felt confident in doing?
I mean, really, it was, we're huge fans of this book. I mean, we read this book growing up, So really, it was, kind of scary, a scary prospect, taking on the book that even scared Stephen King,
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, it's a book about grief. It's a book about the acceptance of death, and being able to talk about death. And everybody, in one way, shape, or form, experiences death in their lives or is going to. And it's a very taboo issue. And so that was how we approached it. We approached it as really we're making a drama, about people dealing with this horrific topic, But at the same time, though, you're telling it through the lens of horror and, genre. And so you get to do all those fun things that genre films do, but at the end of the day, you have to remember really what the core essence of this story is. So the thing that was a challenge, but it was also the thing that excited us the most was getting to make a very psychological, deep, emotional horror movie. That's the type of stuff that we really live for.
Now, I read about the reasons why the change from L to Gage to L.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm curious, was there any draft where you guys did stick to the original concept where it was going to be Gage passing away, or did it always?
Right.
Yeah, since we've been on the project, it's always been Ellie.
Really?
I mean, Paramount has had this property for a long time. I don't know if there. I can't speak to if there was other versions, but it's always been that way.
I think it's been that way for a while. Yeah.
Okay.
And we support the change. I mean, it's been done great, and Gage is scary in the first one.
Yeah.
And so, you look at the novel, and Ellie is the one that is asking the questions about death, And so it made sense to us to say, hey, if we're going to do something different, let's explore that a little more, and let's come back to that in the second half of the movie and corrupt it and have her ask those same questions now, but go full circle with it. So.
And this is something I really loved about how you went and did the death. Because when the scene happens where Gage is by the highway, and I'm sitting there going oh, I know what you guys are doing. Because it looks very much like how if you're a fan of the book or the movie, that looks exactly like the moment that should have happened. And instead it comes off as like an alternate reality.
I know.
Yeah.
Is that kind of the intent?
Yeah, that was the intent. I mean, I know now with the posters and everything, it's kind of out that it's Ellie, but I mean, there's a lot of things in there. I mean, even when they're having their talk with Ellie about what happens after we die and what happens, when her pet dies, she asks that. They tell her, oh, don't worry, we'll be around a long time, me, you, and mommy. And then she says, and Gage. And that's supposed to be a little wink for the audience. And
That's great.
And then later you see him running and you think this is what's going to happen. And it was supposed to be this is the moment. We all know the moment. It's Gage. And then
But I think the moment is still so convincing that I think people, I can't speak to yourself, but I think people last night watching the movie, even seeing the trailer and seeing the poster, up until the last minute are going, wait a second, did I get this wrong? Are they going to kill Gage? What's going to happen? Because up until the last minute, it is a magic trick. And then last minute, you flip the card. So I still think that people hopefully were shocked by that, And I think that there's going to be a whole future of people that are going to discover this film in other ways, having not seen the trailer or seen a poster and just catching it on TV or VOD. And that moment, up until the last minute, they're probably going to think it's Gage, So I still think that there's a lot of power in that scene.